ever feel like you're just drowning in information? Every single day, there's just so much stuff, and you just want to know, like, what's actually important right now?
Yeah, it's overwhelming sometimes.
Exactly. And that's really the idea behind this. Welcome to the deep dive. We try to cut through all that noise from your sources, get you the key insights, help you get informed fast without the headache.
And today, we're diving into something pretty big, actually. It's how Atlassian is embedding its AI, what they call Atlassian Intelligence, across, well, pretty much all their tools.
Yeah, it's a long list. We're talking Jira, Confluence, Trello, Jira Service Management, Product Discovery, Bitbucket, Loom.
Analytics, Compass, Atlas, Guard Beacon 2, and even their very newest thing, Rovo. It's everywhere now.
Right. And we've got this listener persona in mind, the learner, someone who really wants to get up to speed on how AI is changing the tools they probably use every day.
Hmm?
The goal is efficiency, understanding, maybe finding those aha moments. And honestly, Atlassian has so many tools. Figuring out how AI now connects them, that feels like a key piece of the puzzle.
Definitely.
So let's jump in. What is Atlassian Intelligence really, like at its core?
Okay, so fundamentally, Atlassian Intelligence is this collection of AI features built right into their cloud products.
Mm-hmm.
The main aim, help teams collaborate better, manage projects more smoothly, and just, work faster.
How do they do that? Is it their own AI or?
It's a mix, actually. They use their own AI models, but they also partner with others, like OpenAI,
Mm-hmm.
to bring in some advanced tech.
Think of it like adding a smart assistant layer across the platform.
Okay, so it's not just bolted on, it's integrated. Now, you mentioned it understands how teams connect,
Yeah.
work projects, docs, code. How does that make a difference?
Yeah, that's really key because the AI is designed to see those links, like how a Jira issue connects to a Confluence page explaining it, or how code commits in Bitbucket relate to a specific task.
It can give much more relevant help.
Mm.
It's not just generic suggestions. It understands the context of your specific workflow.
That makes sense. It's
Yeah.
about the flow, not just isolated bits of data. Now, this isn't brand new, is it? When did it launch, and are people actually seeing benefits?
It rolled out in 2023, and yeah, adoption's been pretty quick. By mid-2024, they had over 30,000 customers using it.
Oh, wow.
And the big number they're reporting is time saving something like 45 minutes per user per week.
Nearly an hour a week. That
Wow.
really adds up. Okay, but the big question with AI always comes back to privacy. How does Atlassian handle user data here?
Super important question. They're very clear. Your data isn't used to train those third-party models, like OpenAI's.
Okay.
And crucially, the AI respects permissions. It only shows you information you already have access to, so it keeps sensitive stuff locked down based on your existing settings.
That's reassuring. Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get practical. How does this actually show up in, say, Jira, the tool so many teams live in for tracking work?
Right, Jira. You see AI pop up in a few ways to cut down on the busy work. One big one is natural language search,
Meaning?
meaning you don't always need to wrestle with JQL, their query language. You can just type, like, issues assigned to me due next month in plain English.
Ah, okay.
And the AI figures out the JQL for you. It just makes finding stuff way easier for everyone, not just the Jira experts.
That is huge, especially for less technical team members. What else?
Automating tasks using plain English. Instead of clicking through complex setup screens, you can just describe what you want.
Like what?
Like close all open issues at the end of the quarter, you type that, and the AI helps build the automation rule. Makes powerful automation much more accessible.
Taking the scary parts out of automation.
Nice.
And what about actually writing in Jira issue descriptions, comments?
AI helps there too with
Huh.
content assistance. You can give it keywords for a bug, maybe, and ask it to draft the description. Or if you've written a comment, you can ask the AI to, clean it up, fix grammar, make it sound more formal, that kind of thing, like a little built-in editor.
Like a writing buddy right there in Jira. I can see that, saving time and making things clearer. What about those super long comment threads? They can be brutal to catch up on.
Yeah, for those, there's summarizing issue discussions. It can take a long thread and just give you the highlights, key decisions, what's been tried, current status.
Oh, wow.
So if there's a complex bug discussion like a login timeout issue, the AI might summarize. Problem.timeout, tried.server restart, increased threshold, status.testing, saves so much scrolling.
That would be a massive time saver, seriously. Getting up to speed quickly. You also mentioned automatic subtask creation.
Yes, automatic subtask creation. Really useful for breaking down big chunks of work.
Yeah.
If you have a big, epic, like website redesign, the AI can look at the title and suggest logical subtasks, create wireframes, gather user feedback, develop homepage prototype, things like that.
And then you just click to create them.
Pretty much. Review the suggestions, click, and bam, subtasks created and linked. Helps structure big projects right from the start.
Fantastic for planning, making sure nothing slips through. And when Jira issues link to other things, like Confluence pages.
That's where smart links and contextual answers fit in. If your Jira ticket links to requirements on a Confluence page, the AI can show a little summary of that page right in Jira.
Oh, nice. So you don't have to click away.
Exactly. Get the context without the context switching. Plus, you can highlight text in Jira, say, a specific requirement, and the AI can offer to create a related Jira issue from that text. Makes tracking dependencies easier.
Less clicking around, more focus, big win. And Slack. Lots of teams use Slack for quick chats that should probably be tickets.
Right. AI helps bridge that with Slack to Jira integration. Someone mentions a bug in Slack, like app crashes on login.
Yep, happens all the time.
The AI can spot that and let you create a Jira ticket right from the Slack message, pre-filling the details. Ensures those important things mentioned in chat actually get tracked.
It really sounds like AI in Jira is all about cutting out that manual busy work, freeing up time for actually solving problems.
That's the goal. Now, moving over to Confluence, the home for documents, knowledge sharing. How's AI changing things there?
Yeah, I'm curious about this one. Confluence can get huge, right? Finding stuff can be a challenge.
Totally. So a big feature is the AI writing assistant for pages. It helps draft and refine content, give it bullet points for a kickoff meeting. It can generate a full agenda.
Okay.
It can also shorten long text, fix grammar, change the tone, make it more formal, less formal, even translate content.
Translate. Wow, that's incredibly versatile for global teams or just different audiences. What about really long pages like project specs? Nobody has time to read everything.
Exactly. That's where page summaries and the catch-up feature come in. AI gives you a quick summary of a long page or highlights what's changed since you last looked.
Catch up. How does that work?
It specifically points out the new stuff, maybe the timeline shifted or the budget changed. You don't have to hunt for the updates in a massive document.
That sounds super efficient for staying in the loop. I also saw something about AI and whiteboarding and Confluence.
Yeah, if you use Confluence whiteboards for brainstorming, AI can join in. It can generate initial ideas on sticky notes based on related Jira or Confluence data. Then it can group similar ideas, maybe usability improvements, performance ideas, and even cooler, it can turn those grouped stickies directly into Confluence pages or Jira issues.
Woo! From brainstorm to actual tasks, just like that. That's a big productivity boost.
Definitely streamlines it. And think about meeting notes or to-do lists in Confluence. Often you need to manually create Jira tasks afterwards.
Yeah, the worst part of meetings sometimes.
AI helps there too.
Yeah.
Highlight a sentence like schedule follow-up with design, and AI offers to create a Jira task for it.
Nice.
Or if you have a whole checklist, it can create multiple Jira issues at once. Cuts down that admin massively.
Okay, that's genuinely useful. What about just finding information buried in all those pages?
That's the natural language Q&A search. Instead of just keyword search, you ask questions in plain English, like, what's a remote work policy? And it finds the answer in your company handbook page. Or a newbie asks, how do I deploy a feature? It pulls the steps from your guide, gets you direct answers.
So it's like a smart internal search engine that gets the context. That would save so much frustration. Can it help with admin stuff too, like templates or automation?
Absolutely. You could describe an automation rule like archive pages not updated in a year, and AI helps set it up. And with templates like for meeting notes, it might autofill the date, attendees, maybe even summarize a linked Jira project to get you started.
Makes sense.
People using it early on are reporting faster documentation cycles. But, you know, it's still important, especially for critical stuff, to have a human review it. AI is an assistant, not a replacement for oversight.
Good point. AI helps, but you still need the human check.
Ah.
Okay, let's switch to Trello, the visual board approach. How's AI fitting in there?
In Trello, AI acts like a smart helper for the cards themselves, writing, understanding, organizing. A key one is the card content generator.
How does that work?
Give it a prompt for the card, like draft status update for Project X, and boom, it generates a clear update you can tweak or just use. Quick way to keep people informed.
That's handy. No more staring at a blank card. What if cards or whole lists get really packed with info?
AI can summarize lists or cards. Got a card with a long comment debate, AI gives you the gist. Or it can summarize a whole list, like, here are the key tasks done this week. Gives you that quick overview.
Useful for getting the big picture without reading every single comment. Can it help with brainstorming on the cards too?
Yep. If you have a card like marketing campaign ideas, AI can suggest some initial thoughts right there on the card. Run a social media contest, create testimonial videos, that kind of thing. Jumpstarts the process.
Could definitely spark some creativity. And a refining text already on the cards.
It does content transformation and tone adjustment. Fixes grammar, spelling, obviously, but also lets you simplify technical jargon if you're sharing the board with, say, a client,
Mhm.
or make something sound more formal.
Useful for collaborating with different audiences directly in Trello. What about stuff coming into Trello, like emails?
Yeah, if you use something to turn emails into Trello cards, maybe customer feedback,
Right.
AI can provide email-to-board summaries. It pulls the key points from the email and puts a concise summary right on the card. Highlights, requests, bugs, sentiment. Captures the core message quickly.
So for Trello, it's really about being a smarter assistant for the content on the cards, writing it, understanding it, making visual management even smoother. Okay, let's pivot to Jira Service Management. IT support, customer service, critical stuff. How's AI helping there?
JSM gets some really powerful AI features focused on speed and quality of service. A huge one is the AI-powered virtual agent, basically a chatbot. You
Hmm.
can deploy it in Slack, Teams, the JSM portal, and it handles common questions instantly.
So customers get fast answers for basic things, like password resets.
Exactly. Password resets, VPN help,
Yeah.
common troubleshooting. It's that first line of defense. FanDuel, a big Atlassian customer, said it reduced tickets needing a human by something like 85%, and it learns over time.
Wow, 85%. That frees up human agents for the complex stuff. What happens when a ticket does need a human? How does AI help them?
It helps agents get up to speed fast with ticket summaries, condenses long histories, and it does tone analysis.
Tone analysis, like figuring out if the customer is angry.
Yeah, exactly. Is the user frustrated, confused? How urgent does it sound based on the language? Helps agents prioritize and tailor their response. If someone says, I can't log in and do my job, AI flags that urgency and frustration.
That's invaluable for managing workload and responding appropriately. What about just sorting tickets when they first come in?
AI handles intelligent ticket categorization, rereads the request, figures out if it's hardware, software request, whatever, and routes it to the right team automatically. Laptop won't turn on, goes straight to hardware support, speeds up that initial triage a lot.
Definitely streamlines things, gets the ticket to the right expert faster. And you mentioned incident management too, for bigger outages.
Yeah, JSM uses AI Ops AI for IT operations.
Hmm.
When there's a major incident, AI can group related alerts together,
Yeah.
suggest potential root causes like, hey, this started right after that last deployment.
Hmm.
It can recommend relevant runbooks or past solutions, and after it's fixed, AI helps generate a post-incident summary for the review so teams learn from it.
Sounds like AI in JSM makes the whole support cycle faster and smarter, from the user's first question to resolving major incidents. Okay, let's look at Jira Product Discovery, managing new product ideas. How's AI playing there?
In product discovery, AI is geared towards turning rough ideas into solid plans more quickly. It helps with idea brainstorming and drafting.
How so?
A product manager has a vague idea, like voice control for the app. AI can help flesh that out, suggest a better description, user benefits, potential risks, moves it from just a thought to a real proposal faster.
That could really help PMs in those early stages. What happens when ideas get feedback and comments? They can get messy.
Totally. So AI helps summarize and clean up idea descriptions, condenses cluttered text, highlights the core value prop, makes it easier for everyone to grasp the main point.
Okay.
It also helps extract action items from comments. Someone says, we should run a user survey. AI spots that as an action and suggests creating a task, keeps things moving.
Great for focus and follow through. But what about the quality of the discussion itself?
AI assists with comment clarity and suggestions. It can summarize long, complex threads. And if someone's feedback is a bit vague, AI might suggest clearer wording, improves communication.
That could really boost the effectiveness of feedback loops and connecting new ideas to stuff the company already knows, like past research.
Yeah, it helps with linking to relevant research. It analyzes a new idea and might say, hey, we did user research on onboarding last year, want a summary? Connects new ideas to existing knowledge, avoids reinventing the wheel.
Very valuable for building on past work. So JPD uses AI to speed up that journey from Spark to Plan. Let's shift to Code Bitbucket. Version control, code collaboration. What's AI doing there?
In Bitbucket, the main AI focus right now is improving the documentation and communication around code changes, especially for reviews and releases. A big one is automatic pull request descriptions.
Meaning the AI writes the summary of the code changes.
Yeah. Developer submits code, AI analyzes the commits, and writes a summary like, adds login, audit logging, or fixes authentication bug, saves dev time, gives reviewers a quick start.
Definitely useful. What about during the code review?
There's AI-assisted code comments. If a reviewer spots something, maybe a security concern, but isn't sure how to phrase the feedback constructively, they can type a basic comment, and AI suggests clearer, more polite, or more specific wording. Helps make feedback effective and collaborative.
That's smart. Improves the quality of the review interaction. What about long discussions within a pull request?
AI can provide summaries of code discussions. If a PR has tons of comments, someone joining late or just needing a refresher can get the key points, decisions, and outcome quickly without reading everything.
Huge time saver there, too. And releasing software.
AI helps generate automatic release notes. It gathers up the descriptions from all the pull requests and a release and compiles them into a neat list of features, fixes, improvements. Makes communicating changes easier.
Automakes a sometimes tedious but important task. Any hints of future AI stuff in Bitbucket?
Well, they've mentioned the potential for code query via natural language. Imagine asking, show me where we use this old function, or which files changed in the auth refactor, in plain English.
Oh.
That's maybe further out. Right now, it's mostly about smoothing reviews and releases with better docs and communication.
Got it. Current focus is workflow efficiency. Okay, let's talk Loom. Atlassian acquired them asynchronous video messaging. How's AI boosting video?
Loom get a big dose of AI. It's streamlining both making videos and watching them. Standouts are the automatic post-production things. Auto titles, auto summaries, auto chapters.
So after you record, it just does that stuff.
Yep, AI analyzes the transcript, creates a good title, writes a summary paragraph, and makes clickable chapters so viewers can jump to specific topics. Huge time saver for creators.
That's massive. What else for creators?
Filler word and silence removal. It automatically cuts out the ums, yes, awkward pauses, makes videos sound way more polished without manual editing.
Love that. Quick polish without needing editing skills. What about action items mentioned in videos?
Auto tasks and action item detection. If you say in a video, next step is create a Jira ticket, AI spots that and can offer to create the task right from Loom, connects the video chat to actual work.
Smart integration. I saw something about AI workflows too.
Yeah, AI workflows let you instantly repurpose the video. Click a button to turn it into a text summary doc, or a pre-filled Jira issue with the video embedded, or a recap message for Slack. Super efficient sharing.
Incredible flexibility. And finding stuff in the videos later.
Loom auto-generates transcripts. You can read them, copy text, but also edit the video by editing the text. Delete a sentence in the transcript, and it cuts that part from the video timeline.
No way.
Yeah, and you can search the transcript keywords to find specific moments in the recording instantly.
Okay, AI in Loom sounds transformative. Less editing pain for creators, clearer, actionable content for viewers. Let's check out Atlassian Analytics, making data easier.
Exactly. Analytics with AI is all about making data insights accessible to everyone, not just data experts. Key feature, natural language to SQL queries.
So you ask questions in English, not code.
Right. Ask, how many support tickets created versus closed last month? And AI writes the SQL query for you behind the scenes, removes that technical barrier.
Huge. What about understanding the charts once you have them?
AI provides AI-generated chart insights. It looks at your chart and explains what it means in plain language, highlights trends, outliers, interesting patterns.
Like a built-in data analyst explaining the story.
Pretty much. If you chart open versus closed issues, it might say, team closed more than opened recently, but saw a spike after the last launch. Gives you the narrative.
That's really helpful. And creating the charts themselves.
There are ready-to-use chart templates. Pick one like Tickets by Priority Monthly, and AI grabs your data, builds the chart, and even adds a quick summary. Super fast way to build dashboards.
Quick path to visualization. What if you need to connect data from different tools like Jira and Bitbucket?
Yep. Analytics connects data across Atlassian apps. AI helps answer those cross-tool questions. You could ask, does deployment frequency in Bitbucket correlate with incidents in JSM? AI pulls data from both to find potential links.
So you can see the bigger picture across the whole system. Sounds like analytics plus AI really democratizes data insights. Okay, quick hits. Compass, Atlas, Guard Beacon. How's AI in those?
Sure. Compass. For understanding your software architecture. AI suggests descriptions for components, answers questions about services, flags potential operational risks.
Improves visibility there. Atlas.
Atlas for goal tracking. AI turns update bullets into status notes, offers a catch-up summary of changes, answers questions about project progress based on updates.
Keeps everyone aligned. And Guard Beacon.
Guarding Beacon, the security tools. AI spots weird activity, explains the risk clearly, lets security teams query logs using natural language to find evidence fast.
Okay, so AI is definitely being woven throughout the core tools, but now let's talk about the new thing, Atlassian Rovo. What is this?
Robo is brand new, launched late 2024, still in beta. It's an AI-powered search and agent platform. The big idea is to make finding info and doing tasks across all your work apps way easier, like an AI hub for your digital workspace.
A central AI assistant that spans different tools.
Exactly. It has three main parts. First, Rovo Search, unified search across Jira, Confluence, Google Drive, Slack, GitHub, Figma, whatever you connect.
So one search bar for everything.
Yep. Ask Rovo for the latest onboarding guide. It finds the Confluence page. Ask about database scaling decisions. It might pull up a Slack chat or Jira log, breaks down those info silos.
That sounds incredibly useful. What's part two?
RoboChat, a chat interface where you ask follow-up questions, make requests like, show me the design spec for Project X and who wrote it. Then you could say, okay, create a Jira task for the design team to review it by Friday. And Rovo does it, creates the task, links the doc, it takes action.
Moving beyond just finding info to actually doing things. Okay. And part three.
Part three is Rovo Agents. These are like specialized mini AI programs for automating specific tasks. Some are pre-built, but you can also create custom ones.
Like what kind of tasks?
Examples they give are Rovo Backlog Buddy to help organize your Jira backlog, Rovo Ticket Triage to analyze support tickets and suggest resolutions, or assignees, Rovo Onboarding Agent to handle new, higher setup checklists, automating those routine workflows.
Wow, that sounds powerful. Really automating the grind. What makes Rover able to connect all this?
It's powered by what they call the Teamwork Graph. It's basically a map of how all your team's work connects. This ticket links to that doc, this chat is about that project. It understands the relationships and context, not just keywords. That's what lets it give smarter answers and automate effectively.
It really does sound like Rovo aims to be that central AI brain connecting everything.
It does. Still early days, but the vision is clear. One intelligent assistant across your whole work ecosystem, finding info and automating tasks seamlessly.
Well, this has been a really comprehensive look at Atlassian Intelligence. It's pretty clear AI isn't just a buzzword for them anymore. It's deeply integrated, aiming to change how teams work.
Absolutely. And for you listening, the potential here is significant. Real gains in efficiency, better collaboration, maybe deeper insights, just by using these features in the Atlassian tools you already know.
So as you think about all this, here's something to chew on. How might these AI features, evolving so quickly, really change the day-to-day reality of how your team works together in the near future? What new ways of operating does this unlock?
Yeah, it's worth thinking about.
We definitely encourage you to check out the AI features in the specific Atlassian tools you use. Go explore them firsthand. It feels like the future of teamwork is, well, arriving pretty fast.